again, no entrances, as I said. But it's Elijah Chambers who comes from behind after the nasty words both men exchanged to each other, and Elijah going for a little sneak attack on Francis ahead of Francis's match against Guillermo Cruz. I forgot to turn subtitles off, but you know, I'll do that before next time. But Francis demands to continue wanting to stay in his match, and he goes for a roll up on Guillermo, who kicks out of one, very clearly trying to get the match over with, as, you know, after taking a nasty shot to the steps like that, he doesn't want to be able to spend the next, you know, potentially 10 minutes wrestling. But this is Elijah's way to get back at, you know, that brutal attack in the parking lot that happened from Francis, that Elijah actually, I believe, actually blamed on Max Black and John Black due to the current feud between Max and Sean Chambers. Also, I do wish that the pre-match attacks were a little bit more brutal looking, because I was trying to look for ages. It's why the show took so long to book, because I was trying to look for the right rivalry options, and it just, they're all just really mid, but it was the best that I could have done. Sean, they somewhat work. Some of them that I tested before stream were a little bit dodgy, but some work. Sadly, not the ones that I wanted, but, you know, it is what it is. And they work in a really weird way, like when you set them up. Yeah, I think it depends on the rivalry level. See, I thought about that, and the rivalry level I did put up to max beforehand to try and see if it would be more brutal, but it just wasn't. So, I don't fucking know. But Francis still showing a bit of a fight in him, as he hits a power slam down on Guillermo. And now it's Guillermo getting it hyped. I think it still takes time for the momentum to develop in rivalries and 2K Sister before certain options are unlocked. No, they actually added a free mode, so you can do it. Guillermo goes for the pin. Francis kicks out at 2. Yeah, basically, you can do a free mode. And then a standing Spanish fly goes for the pin again. Not Spanish fly, standing moonsault, sorry. But yeah, you can put it on a free mode, so it's like, you know, kind of like sandbox, so you can put any rivalry option. It unlocks any of them. But just some of the cutscenes in general just weren't very brutal. And to be honest, I didn't have time to watch every cutscene, so I kind of just had to roll the dice. It wasn't as brutal as I wanted it to be, but, you know, it is what it is. And Francis, with that military press spine buster, going for the pin on Guillermo. 1, 2, and Guillermo kicks out at 2. Yeah, the story still works. I mean, that's the main thing. And now Francis lining up for that spear, and he hits it, taking down Guillermo as he now goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Guillermo. It looked like Francis gave everything he had for that. No, surely not another spear. And he goes for another spear, but Guillermo with a knee to the face of Francis to stop it. It's the best spear variant, absolutely. And a huge cutter. Guillermo to Francis. 1, 2, 3. And Guillermo picks up the win. Was Guillermo helped in proxy by the attack that Elijah held on Francis before the match to get the win? Potentially. Could have been. But nonetheless, Guillermo Cruz has taken home the win, despite taking a spine buster from Francis And a lethal spear. So that'll be the only match that wasn't an entrance, which is weirdly annoying because it gives you the option still to turn entrances on when you do rivalry action. It's like it still gives you the option to turn them on. So I turned them on, and it just didn't do it anyway. Like, luckily enough, I tested beforehand, so I already knew it wouldn't happen. So I didn't need to worry about, you know, missing it. But there's a nasty spear that flattened Guillermo, who somehow managed to kick out. And then they countered another spear and sent Francis to the ropes and hit a nasty cutter to put down the big man for the 1-2-3. They changed the sliders to lower chain wrestling after last stream. I didn't. I've not had the time. A lot of shite has been happening, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff that I wanted to set up beforehand that I just did not have the time. But it hasn't seemed to be an issw so far, so, I mean, we've had 2 matches and it hasn't happened yet, so it should be fine.